Here in Lagos, the Blue Rail Line earlier today commenced commercial operations, with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and some select persons taking the first ride. The first phase of the rail line extends from Marina to Mile 2, with 5 stations located in Marina, National Theatre Igomo, Alaba, and Orile. Operations commenced from Marina to Mile 2 train station, with Governor Sanwo-Olu taking the first ride at about 9:45 a.m. The governor asked residents to take ownership of the project, adding that the state government has put measures in place to secure the facilities around the rail tracks. He also warned residents against crossing the rail track.
It's been great. My experience is wonderful. I'm sure you're all excited. It was a smooth ride. I conducted everybody well on the train as the head station controller on this inaugural ride. And we advise people, not to forget their personal belongings on on the train when they are disembarking at their various train stations, and also to ensure that when they are disembarking, that they watch the gap, right? And they also ensure that they tap out at their various stations. So I think it's been a wonderful experience for me personally this morning, and I'm sure almost all the 500 or 800 passengers. And I can see that the whole place is well secured. There are men of Nigerian police there. There are neighborhood watch, and they also have their own private security operatives that are on there. And it's clean, the stations are clean, and we're good to go. With your carry card, we're good to go.
Look at the tourism aspect of it. It shows Lagos in another light. For example, a lot of people on the train never knew the bus stop we were at every point in time. That's to tell you that Lagosians are too busy to actually enjoy the environment. This train will give you that experience to enjoy the environment. And secondly, it will also give us the opportunity to plan our finances by going public transport for a period of time. Now, presently in Lagos, we don't have plan over your finances. But if we continue this way and improve on what is on ground, I believe the living standard will drop and we can have proper finance plan. You understand what I'm saying?
It's an amazing experience. I must tell you, Lagosians, please let's take good advantage of this project. It is a laudable one. I can't imagine myself getting to 5 places to and fro within an hour. That is how seamless it is.
Still in Lagos, the state government has rolled out palliatives for 500,000 vulnerable households to ameliorate the current hardship caused by the removal of petrol subsidy. Senior correspondent Adedoja Salamadeni was at the flag off of the Lagos Food Bank program in Ikeja and now reports.
The challenges that many Nigerians are facing with regards to the increase in transportation costs and the prices of essential food items across the country as a direct effect of the policy of the removal of fuel subsidy calls for palliative. Governor Sanwo-Olu is kicking off these measures to reduce the hardship, especially on the indigents. Bulk food items such as 50 kg rice, 50 kg gari, and 100 kg beans are for groups involving non-governmental organizations, community development associations, people living with disability, and religious leaders, among others, to distribute to the affected persons.
We have 8 clusters in Lagos State, and it's to be shared among them. It must get to those who really need it, and we will make sure this is done.
In the Spinal Cord Injury Association of Nigeria, we are just about 100 in Lagos State. But the other cluster with larger number of people, like the deaf, the blind, the dwarf, we do the needful by making sure that these things get to those who are most vulnerable among the disability community.
To ensure transparency in the implementation of this intervention, Governor Sanwo-Olu said a monitoring committee with members drawn from religious groups, trade unions, people with disability, civil society, and representatives of the Lagos State House of Assembly will be constituted.
I want to assure you that the total number of households that were promised that it will certainly reach them. We'll expect that an household will have children as well. So 500,000 households, and it will be spread around. If you don't have a need for it, please don't collect it. It is for the vulnerable in our society. It is for people that are in need of this thing in our society. We are not distributing it by political group.
A 50% reduction in transportation costs in government-owned buses and free health services for pregnant women in government hospitals, among others, are already in place. Adedoja Salamaduniyi, TVC News, Lagos.